Well, we're still a little ways off from the start of baseball season, but never too early to check in with the Liberty Flames and head coach Jim Toman. And, Coach, we're a little bit removed from the fall part of the season here. We'll get into the team a little bit here in just a moment. But first of all, what did you do for Thanksgiving? Did you have a good time?
Oh, we always have a great time in the Toman family. We head up to Pennsylvania and actually celebrate Thanksgiving in a teepee. And we get dressed up like pilgrims and Indians. This year we set a record with 64 relatives in the teepee at one time. So we have about 7 or 8 turkeys, and we just have a blast up there in Pennsylvania.
That's not a teepee. That's a church revival tent, isn't it?
Well, we probably need that too, for sure. But we had a good time, and it's always fun. Did a little fishing up there. It was 25 degrees and snowing, but caught myself a bass right outside by the teepee. So we had a good time.
Well, there you go. We got to get some pictures of that here at some point. But, Coach, we've seen the schedule come out here over the last few weeks. Very exciting, a very challenging schedule. A lot of ACC schools, a lot of schools that were in a regional a year ago. How do you feel about how your team stacks up?
Well, every year we sit down with that schedule and try to figure out how we can get some good RPI teams in here, and the new stadium has helped us attract some better teams. But I told Coach Quinn the other day that he may be getting fired because this non-conference schedule is like an ACC or SEC schedule, and it's got to be the hardest one that we've had since I've been here. And so it's going to be critical that every single game we bring our A game, or we're not going to win enough games. So it's going to be very challenging. But the players, I always talk to them about playing different teams. They always want to play the better teams. So it's a deal where that non-conference schedule can make or break you. And it's actually, our conference is very good in the Big South, but our middle-of-the-week games and our weekends early in the season are going to be even tougher than the conference probably.
Yeah, but on the flip side, you mentioned it, though, you have a good chance to put yourself in line to get that at-large berth again to the regionals.
Well, that's what we're hoping for. And the way our schedule is designed, we win 35 games. We could pretty much have a pretty good chance at a good RPI if it's the right 35 teams, the right 35 wins. So, it's going to be hard, but I think our guys are motivated, and we've been to 2 regionals in a row. We're anxious to get back out on the field. We had a good fall. We just we have to realize that schedule is very, very difficult, and we're going to have to play well almost every single day.
Also very cool that you have the national runner-up in the country, Virginia, coming here to this stadium.
Yeah, it's awesome. I appreciate them guys coming down here. They've got an awesome program, and we're just happy that they'll do a home and home with us, and we're hoping to continue that the next couple of years.
As you get into this portion of the schedule now where you start to get into conditioning and preseason workouts and all that stuff here in the next few weeks, what do you want to see your players get accomplished?
Well, we have 73 days or so to our opener, so we still have time to get bigger and faster and stronger. Now, we're just had our team player meetings, and they went well. We had a good fall. We had a good Omaha challenge. Our strength coach, Pat, put together a great 3 days of competitions for our players and built some team chemistry and mental toughness, and we had a blast doing that. And we're going to incorporate that every fall and have that and try to make it a bigger and better thing every year. But right now they're getting ready for exams, so it's very crucial right now that they finish up all their projects, their papers, and they get to studying and they finish strong academically. The last few years we've had a really, really good job academically. Our entire team has done well, so I hope that continues. We'll give them a workout program over Christmas break. They'll be gone for about a month, and they know what they have to do. The pitchers will have a throwing program, which will crank up December 15th, I believe. The position players will be lifting and conditioning at home. Some of them are in bad weather. They have to find an indoor facility to work out in. And once we get back, you only have a couple weeks before we open up. So it's crucial. December and January, when they're gone, they got to be working out, and our coaches will be calling them, talking to them, making sure that they come back in the best shape of their lives.
Yeah, it's very different in college baseball. In the big leagues, obviously, you have a month of spring training where it's regimented, coaches are there and all that kind of thing. College baseball, so much of it really falls on the onus of the players.
Yeah, we crank it up quickly when they get back. And if the weather's good here, we may have 6 or 7 or 8, maybe even 10 inter-squad games before we go down to Atlanta. But if weather isn't good, we may not get to play at all. So they're going to their arms will have to be in shape. Their legs will have to be in shape. They got to maintain their strength over this break. We do a good job in the weight room, and they're well conditioned right now. We did have a few injuries in the fall. Hopefully, these next 70 days give them time to heal up a little bit, and hopefully, come February, we'll be healthy and ready to go.
Coach, one last thing before we let you get going here. One big change with the game this year is the change in the seams with the baseballs. And I know that you saw a significant difference back in fall. Do you think those offensive numbers are going to go back up this year?
Yeah, I kind of like it because I'm an offensive guy. And, the last couple of years, Coach Quinn's been getting too good with them pitchers. I mean, he's done a great job with them. But there's going to be more home runs. There's going to be more hits that get through the infield. The ball seems like it's jumping. It's really coming off the bat a little bit faster. We hit a lot more home runs in the fall. Batting practice is a joy to watch now because the ball is jumping. But it's going to affect the game more than people think, I believe, and it's going to be more of an offensive game. And even the balls in the gaps, before they would bounce and our outfielders would catch them, they'd throw them in. Now they're jumping, they're getting to the wall pretty quick. And if you hit it deep enough, they're bouncing over the wall for a lot of ground rule doubles, which we haven't had here. So I'm pretty sure all around the country that the infielder is going to have to back up a little bit. The outfielder is going to have to play a little bit deeper. There may be a little bit less of the small ball, although that's always a part of baseball to, manufacture runs. But we got some big, strong guys in our lineup, and I think they're going to like our hitters anyway. Are going to like these new balls.
Good stuff. Well, Coach, we appreciate the time and enjoy your holiday season here with Christmas coming up.
You too, Nick. Thanks a lot.
That's the head coach of the Liberty Flames baseball team, Jim Toman. My name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.